think we did it in about a little bit over an hour. I want to throw this recording on real quick just to show you like a behind the scenes of what I do whenever I come up with an idea and I want to create it using AI. So I was just watching this video with Riley Brown. It's a great video, and he's talking about effectively using Claude to plan out his content, which is something I do, but he does it differently. Where let me try and find a place
that has 4 content examples, and I'm using Kane Calloway, who's a great TikTok and Instagram tech news content creator, and he is one of the best scripters. And so
All right, so Kane Calloway, I like him too. Let me show you who he is if you don't know who he is. Right here. So what I want to do is I want to get all the transcripts of all his videos, or at least his top performing ones, to feed my content machine just like Riley did. So let's plan out how we're going to do this. All right, the tools I'm going to use are going to be Windsurf, which is like my favorite AI editor. I'm going to probably use Claude and Perplexity and ChatGPT, okay? The reason why I have different uses for all those, and I'll share how I use them as I'm going through it. So let's go through. Let's plan this out. So let's say we want to use the Instagram API. I'm going to look up Instagram API because what I want to do is I want to plan out effectively how I'm going to pull these videos and scrape it. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to ChatGPT first and help me plan this out. This is how I normally start projects. So I'll set this up. I'm using the desktop for ChatGPT just to plan this out. And what I'll do is I'll hit record on the voice notes so I don't have to write everything out. All right, I want to build a web app that allows me to upload Instagram Reel links so we can pull this information. I want to be able to scrape the script and get a written script of what is said in the reels. Let me know how I can do this using any free resource to pull these videos and transcribe them. So we're looking for Instagram APIs. If it's not easy and free, let's go to TikTok, but I want to focus on Instagram for now. And then I'll just hit this and it will spit it out and it will tell me. So let's see what Preview, and the reason why I use Preview 01 is because of all the models. This is the best one for critical thinking and actually planning out a large project. So if you're ever doing a large project, you want to use the Preview 01 model. And while I'm waiting for that, the reason why I'm always wearing a hat is because my hair is freaking ballsy. Maybe I'll leave it off for half the video. Who knows? All right, we're back. Okay, so building it, let's read this out. Building a web application that extracts transcripts from reels involves several steps. Downloading the video from Instagram, extracting, okay, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I know that. So, Python, install Flask, and the installer. Interesting, I did not know that. There's got to be an API for this. So let me do this. Let me just go into Perplexity just to double check to see if there's any APIs for this. I'll paste this in. So Rapid API is a okay, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do Instagram because I want to build this like in as quickly as possible with you. Let's do this Rapid API stuff. So let's do this. Yeah, the reason I want to do Instagram API is because just doing this takes such a long time. I got a link to a Facebook page. I need a developer account. I need an access token. I probably will do that when I start building out something that is a little bit more fleshed out, like production ready. But for this, what we're building right now, just for a demo, let's just use Rapid API. So let's go to Rapid API, and don't worry about all the coding stuff, because honestly, I'm not a coder, but in the past few months, I have been, I've managed developers for a long time, so I understand this, but if you're just getting into coding, you don't know how to do it, AI allows you to get into it without even having to code, which is crazy. So Rapid API is like a marketplace for APIs, and APIs are basically allow you to use other software and technology the way you want in your whatever. So already we have a bunch. I'm going to do the one that has the most recently updated one, because that tells me that they are active in producing this. Let's see what we get here. Great, user reels. That's awesome. So we get user reels. That's all we can need. This is great. Okay, so let's see here. It is free. Yeah, 30 a month. This is awesome. All right, this is exactly what I need. Well, let's subscribe here. Rapid API, we're rocking and rolling. I subscribe. Now what do we do? All right. So there's got to be some. What looking for is just some like docs to tell me how to use this, because I don't need to learn how to use this. I am going to give it to. I'm going to give it to AI to do it for me. So where are the docs? There's got to be some docs here. Oh, come on, dude. All right. Let's just get. So right now what I'm looking for is I'm trying to see what information I get from all of these. Okay, so highlights info. I just want to find the actual video versions. Okay, actually, you know what I can do? I can just copy all this, and I can send it to, let's use Claude. I like Claude, it's better for coding and stuff like that. All right, so I'll show you what Claude looks like, right? All right, let's just get a fresh new page here for you. All right, here are example results from an Instagram scraper API from Rapid API. Can I use this to get the video and transcript from Reel? And it will go through all this data, so I don't have to, and figure out what is it. I wish they had, like normally, let's see. I want to actually get this README thing, because I don't want to go through each and every one of these things. I wish there was. Okay, so let's see what they said here. Okay, so let's pull another one. So it does not, so I might have to get, which one did I get here? I'm getting user reels, so let's do media. Let's see this one. Get media. Okay, let's see this one. And then in Claude, I'm going to say this. Great, this looks like it works. So let's test this, right? Now that I have this, I don't need to actually build this out. So what I can do is, this is get media and other. So what's the difference here? Web, and okay, I don't know. Okay, let's just use this one. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, this right here is the curl, and this is all you really need. So let's open up Windsurf. Actually, let's go back to here, and I say, okay, we're back into preview 01 because preview has all the information that they know we're trying to do. And what I need to do now is I need to create an entire description of what I want to build with the actual API. Okay, so I found a rapid API that will get the Instagram Reels info I need. Here is the okay, and the reason why I always go into a project and try to flesh out all the features that I want. This is not a big project to build out, but I want to have a very clear document that I can copy, put into Windsurf, which I use to edit and give that to the AI to basically build for me, right? And so the AI is going to be my developer, so I need to act like I'm giving something to my developer. All right. Just double check that all this information is what you want. I don't need this really, but Instagram, fetch, download, extract audio, transcribe. This is so good. This is so good. All right, backend, Flash API, Instagram, right? Audio extraction. Let's use OpenAI. Hold on, let me just double check Perplexity if there's any free versions of this. So, are there any free audio transcription APIs that are alternatives to OpenAI Whisper? I'm just gonna use OpenAI just because it is I'm familiar with it and I don't mind paying a little bit of money for it. It's not gonna cost too much. So let's do this. Okay, so now we're gonna have a very, very detailed out project requirements doc, and what we're gonna do now is we're going to build it out. And the reason why I use Windsurf is it's only $10 a month for the unlimited usage one. I already have a project open, so let's create a new project while that's popping up. And I'm going to open up my projects folder. Let's create this one as, what do I want to name this? Let's call it content. Let's do Reels see, I want to expand it later into like TikToks. I don't want to just have it as reels. So it could be like content scraper, right? Let's just do that. Let's do it the content scraper. All right. So we have the content scraper. I'm going to open up the file in here. So I'm gonna open content scraper and it's gonna have any files in there. And then I'll show you how Windsurf works. So effectively it is Claude 3.5 Sonnet, which is my favorite editor. And I can just pop in exactly what we wanna build first. And what's weird is that I'll just build it out. So first thing I wanna do is I wanna add in a document, which is gonna be project requirements.md, and this is basically my project requirements doc, which is I'm going to copy from ChatGPT. This is all the stuff that we just created in preview. So let me see here. Develop a web app that allows users to input an Instagram reel link, receive a written transcription. I may even make this available to everyone. Reel, submit, error message, okay, accept a, okay, validate Instagram, okay. So we're gonna use Java, I don't want JavaScript. If we build a front end, I want to use Next.js. You know what, I don't need to, let me see if we would talk more about JavaScript stuff because we don't need to talk about that. Okay, so I have 3.12, so I need to update that. But other than that, this is all pretty good. So I'm just gonna copy this and send it here, add it to the document, and I'll just update it with all the information I just saw. So front end, I don't want this. Okay, Python, Flash. Let's do Flash. Which Python version do I have? Python 3.31. Okay. All right, let's do it. Now, I think this is all pretty good. Let's do the timeline. Delete this. Okay, now we are good to go. So this is why I like Windsurf. Watch this. At project requirements, let's build this out. And then just let it run. It just goes bonkers. And so it creates a virtual environment. I'm gonna accept that bad boy because, that's what we gotta do, create virtual environments. I didn't even know what a virtual environment was, but effectively what it is just like a little folder on your machine where you can download all the things that you need for your project, and it doesn't let you download it like on your machine because if you have a bunch of other projects like I do, it can like interfere with all the other projects. So it's going to create a. Why are we doing this? No. Why are we creating a templates directory? What's this for? I think this is where people trip up with AIs, like when they don't have a lot of experience like building things, they just kind of just accept all. But you need to, watch it as it comes along, as it creates stuff. Um, so yeah, we don't really need this. All right. And I just wanted to build the scraper first and build in the API. Okay, now I need to add in my OpenAI key. So first thing I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna add in my Rapid API key right here. This is it. How do I get it? How do I copy this bad boy here? Okay. Okay, so that's my API key. I'll probably need to freaking change it because you guys are gonna see it. Oh well. Okay, and then I need an OpenAI key. Now this one I definitely need to change because you bad boys could steal this and use it on me, and so I'm gonna pop it over here, and then I am going to create the OpenAI key here. So you can't see it because you guys would steal from me because I don't know why. All right, let's do this. The content scraper. Okay, and then I am going to copy this key. I'm going to save it in Windsurf off the screen so you can't steal it from me. It's just going into the same .env file as my as where I put the Rapid API one. Yeah. Okay. Great. Now you can't see it and it's hidden, so it's in this one right here. I'm not going to open it up again. And boom. Okay, so now this is what is really cool about Windsurf. It just creates all this stuff, right? So boom, 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 install the dependencies, yes, accept this, and I just say yes. Now I use two tools here. I use Windsurf, but I really like Windsurf because it's built on VS Code, and I have Climb built in VS Code, so it basically imports all over my extensions. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's okay. I didn't know 2 months ago. You can actually learn this really quickly. I'll talk about, if you have questions, just let me know and I'll try and talk about it, explain what I'm talking about in the future. But yeah, basically, you just accept everything and make sure that it's building what you want. And the best way to learn is to just dive in, All right, so right now it is downloading all of the requirements that we need for this to build out. And then let's check to see if this is installed. It should be. Okay. So yeah, it basically, what it does is OpenAI will plan out what the project is and then tell you what technologies to use, and then you need to download all this. This is what Windsurf is doing right now, just downloading everything. All right, now it's installed. Let's do this. Yes, let's test. So basically done. Let's see if it works. Usually there's gonna be a bunch of bugs, but let us figure this out. So we wanted to test it with Kane Callaway, right? Let's see that bad boy. All right, so let's see. Zuck, life size, base mirrors. YouTube is gonna have to change. Future is Spotify. Let's do. What's cool is you can see all these views. So let's do the one that I don't want to do the pin ones. Let's do a recent one that just dropped fire right here. This one's November 12th. Yep. Okay, so let's just send it. Let's copy the link here, and then let us. Here. I should have removed all that stuff, but whatever. So what I did was I went to the API here and get the media, and I went to code snippets, and I'm showing we're using Python, and I just went to requests, right? Because this is what we want, and yeah. So I removed all the junk that I gave it before, and so I'm just gonna add this here. And so what this is doing is updating all of the information in here, and it will actually see it updated this. So I'm gonna do this. So right now the URL is actually built into the script. Once it's built out, then we'll have to update the script using AI to basically allow someone to. Okay. Allow someone to like insert in the URL. And this is basically it, man. Just testing it, going back and forth and testing and testing it and testing it. Okay, looks like we got a little 200 action here. 200 is like the code that says, bing, it worked. All right, let's see. Yeah, so it worked. It sent a video URL, which is something we can use to download it. And I'm gonna let Windsurf figure out how to download it and transcribe it using the OpenAI whisper thing. Boom, shh, it's working, it's working, it's working, it's working, it's working. I'm addicted to this stuff, man. I'm addicted to coding because it's like so cool. I have all these ideas of things I want to build, and I just build them in literally less than a few hours. All right, so now, boom, successfully attracted a video from the video versions array. Let's transcribe it. Let's transcribe it. Let's transcribe it. And then after that, like I can build a form that just people can just pop in there, pop, and it will just transcribe it for us. Like how awesome is that? So easy. Okay, so I'm gonna accept the changes. This is just adding the transcription function. Now what you'll see is that there are about 223 lines of code. And what happens is as this file gets longer and longer and longer, every time you like make an edit to it, it'll start truncating the code, which is basically like, you know, from line 30 and above, it remains the same. And that's not good because it messes up your code. So when things get really long, you want to break up the code into like smaller files and multiple files. And AI is really good at doing that for you. All right. So what am I looking at here? Successfully download and transcribe. Oh my God. Okay, so they downloaded, oh snap, MP3. Where is the transcription saved? Dude, this is so good. Memory, what? There we go. That would be great. Windsurf. What does he know? Yeah, so basically all I'm doing here is like I'm looking over Windsurf's shoulder and I'm just telling him, hey, but I don't know anything, so I'm just telling him like, hey, would that work? And he's like, no. And then he does something and I'm like, would that work? He's like, yeah. So I'm basically like his little helper. If I could get Windsurf coffee, I would get him coffee. He's my best friend, Windsurf. Windsurf and Hansen. Okay, so let's see what he did here. Modified the script to save the transcription. Okay, now when you run the script, it'll say save the video, save the transcription to real timestamp transcript. Great. This is so good. There's no audio file. Uh-oh. Yes, it was not created. What's your problem, huh? What's your problem, Windsurf? Where's my... Okay, so the script is not saving the transcription to a file. Okay, so while I was doing that, what I want to do is I want to see how much it would cost to have this production ready. But as you see here, like we were going to do the free route going to Instagram, it would take a long time, but we have a free one here. It's 30 of them a month. So if we look at, here we go, hold on. $15 a month gets us how much? 20,000. I don't need that unless I turn this into a monetizable thing. Honestly, I might just do like, I don't know, $1 a transcription or maybe 50 cents a transcription for people. I don't know. If you like this, let me know and I'll make it available, and then maybe it'll be like the first 5 is free and after that you can pay me. All right, let's try it again. Transcribe again. Let's see this. Dude, there it is. There it is. Here it is. And nothing's in there. Come on, man. So I'm gonna delete all this because this is annoying to have so many freaking things in here. So delete. I'm gonna move these to trash. I'm going to accept. Ah. Alright, let's see. Transcript. Come on, dude. It's not freaking. It's not generating. Nothing's happening. Sometimes this goes a little bonkers, so I gotta reset it. Let's restart this little bad. Let's restart this little bad boy. All right. It's not transcribing for some reason. All right. Let's look at this OpenAI Let me just hold on. Let's see. OpenAI Whisper. Here's the thing about APIs is that you can literally just find the API information, and normally I'll just scrape this, but I'll just. So I'll just copy this API stuff and I'll put it in here, and I'll say, hey, Windsurf buddy, does this help? And I will disappear, stop this, send, and then this will help. Yes, 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 yes. Something's wrong. So yeah, so whatever is wrong with whatever you're trying to do, just find the actual API of what you're trying to, like the feature that you're trying to use, and give it to AI, and it will find the example code. The best is when it has example code. Done. Yes, I have one in there. Okay, I'm gonna move this off the screen, so I need to check my .env file. I do have one. Yeah. I'm just gonna update it. Update the key. Update the key. No, 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 no. All right, let's try running this again. Yeah, so it is downloaded correctly, but I'm wondering.
Built a platform for growing sustainable clothing.
Let's see if it's the right. It does a minute, but I'm wondering if it's even the right amount. Like, is it. Hold on. Okay, let's just test this. Dude, what the fuck? What's going on here?
Here's what's crazy. Those shoes aren't made from any traditional material. They grew them from bacteria. It's one of the wildest things I've ever seen. The company's called Oxman, and their goal was to create a shoe that was 100% biodegradable. Normal shoes use up to 4,000 forever chemicals and 40 different materials. But these shoes only use one, PHAs, and PHAs are crazy. You can see here, they're actually grown inside bacteria. Oxman harvests those PHAs, melts them down, and then turns them into a fiber. Those fibers are then weaved together and printed into any design imaginable. And this 3D printing process is super similar to light spray by On Running. But the difference is that Oxman shoes are completely biodegradable. So in a weird way, these shoes come from nature and they can be broken back down into nature. And the crazy part is that this technology is not just limited to shoes. Here's a version of sustainable packaging they printed to house the shoes. They can also make apparel and other textiles using the PHAs. What they've done isn't just reimagine footwear, they've built a platform for growing sustainable clothing. Check this out. This company figured out how to
Sustainable clothing is the last word, right?
check this out. This company for growing sustainable clothing.
Right. Okay, so that is a full one. All right, let's figure out why it's not happening here. I think we did it in about a little bit over an hour. So I'm having a lot of issues with this, and I think the reason why is because I need to really isolate the conversion of the video to. So I'm gonna stop this. And here is why I like using Klein. Klein is just straight up like a beast with fixing stuff. So I'm gonna create a new task, and I'll say I am having issues with. So Klein, how it works is you can actually put in different providers, which is really cool. I'm using all 3.5 Sonnet still. It's Windsurf is really good because it's $10 unlimited. It's great for scaffolding and quickly building, but once you hit like a snag, it's really bad at like fixing it. Klein is a beast at doing this. So think of like Windsurf Cascade as like a shotgun, and then Klein is like a sniper. Like when you have specific one little thing you want to do, it costs more money because it costs for every like API call that you do, but it's really good at fixing it. So I'm having issues with this scraper. It downloads the video fine, but I'm not able to get the video transcribed properly with Whisper. It just creates a transcript file, but it doesn't have any content in it. Review to learn about this project. And then it just goes and does its thing. I really wanted to build this in under an hour, but looks like we're over it with this one little thing. Okay, let's see. Okay, so for some reason, I don't know why Windsurf actually put in this. So the code is rejecting API because it starts with sk-project, but yeah, so it's gonna remove that, update the scraper. Maybe that was the only issue, is that Windsurf kind of got ahead of itself. I didn't bring him enough coffee, and he just kind of sabotaged us. He was like, 1 hour, not gonna make it, Hanson. Let's see if it works. Now we're gonna test this bad boy. Bad boy, let's test it. Okay. These guys are smart. All right, let's do it. Oh, Python 3, let's do it. All right, it's okay. Let's do it. Let's do it. Downloaded it. Let's see. Yep, there's a transcription. Dude, that's so good. Let's run it again, bad boy. Oh. So basically it works because Klein is a beast. I told you, Klein's my boy. My boy. All right, I'm so happy this works. What is this? All right, so I'm gonna have my boy over here, Windsurf, test this too. Just to let him know that Klein fixed it. I want to get him to fight one day. Windsurf against Klein. Let's do it. Let's do it. Come on, just test the freaking thing, man. Boom. Done. Freaking beautiful. 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 Oh, this is so cool. Now it works. I love it. And that's how you do it. And so I think we did it in about a little bit over an hour. So that was really cool. Let me know if you want me to like make this public so you can just download Reels. But the next video I'm gonna make is gonna be like, all right, how do we download a bunch of these Reels and then use them in Claude to start creating content with? Let's do it.